$3 billion. That's the fully diluted valuation that Aether just launched with. And remember, we talked about this on the channel before they'd even gone ahead and started their first sale. I want to touch base on this, where I'm running my Aether checker nodes and more in this video, as someone that not only has one Aether edge, but has two Aether edges in his possession. I've got a lot of bags in Aether, so let's go ahead and talk about it. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Let's get into it. So this is what we're currently working with. There's 9% of the supply currently out there, a low float high FDV token, $2.8 billion in terms of a fully diluted market cap, and a market cap right now of $258 million. And this comes at a time where they do not have a Binance or a Coinbase listing, which I found particularly interesting. But even more interesting was their listing on OKX, which debatably speaking here, we can debate all day about this, I think an OKX listing is actually harder to get than a Binance listing. So for them to get an OKX listing, I don't know if that means that they're going to be getting a Binance listing later. Maybe it does, but it does give a little bit more price action to give. So you're getting into Aether right now. You're hearing about it. It's all over the news right now. What is Aether? It is a decentralized cloud computing surface, pretty much. A bunch of people are putting their GPUs on the market, and you're going to be able to use it with the Aether token. That's the easiest way to go ahead and explain it. And guess what? A lot of people need this. NVIDIA stock is worth $3 trillion right now, which is more than the entire Chinese stock market, because of the fact that they have a lot of GPUs. And there is actually so much demand for these GPUs for cloud computing because of the AI narrative that's happening right now, with all these people doing videos of these AIs making all these cool things. They're all going to need GPUs, and there's just not enough GPUs in the world right now to even make this work. So what we're trying to do in the crypto space with Aether specifically is that, well, they have a metric ton of computing power ready for enterprise grade, right? So that they've got that part out there, but they're also going to be getting a metric ton of GPU computing from just regular people and their GPUs, which I think is absolutely excellent. You know, at Aether, they build distributed GPU-based compute infrastructure for dynamic enterprise use cases. They have more than the Akash network and some of those larger cryptocurrencies that are already worth billions of dollars. So they've got that advantage going for them, and just absolutely excellent stuff. They actually had a checker node sale, which was their first node sale. They provided this for, you know, the retail masses as well as myself. And in this one, the checker nodes, they pretty much just check that the GPUs are doing what the GPUs are saying that they're doing. So very simple validation stuff. We actually, on our Discord, this is, you know, historic proof right here, that we gave quite a few of these Aether whitelist spots at tier 6 as well as tier 5. And so if you ended up getting that, right, then your implied FDV right now for tier 5 is 291 million to make a lot of money in a very little amount of time. And then for tier 6, it's 335 million. And so with the current price of Aether, it is pretty much 10x that. So anyone that got into our checker node whitelist giveaway made a lot of money. And I'm not a paper hand. You know, I'm not someone that just boasts about things and then it's like, oh, but I didn't get a bag in this. I didn't invest into this. I just provided it for my audience because I like shilling things. No, my friends. I talked about this, and I put my money where my mouth is. I have 15 of these. I've got 15 checker nodes, okay? Full transparent. I've got Aether edges, all this kind of stuff, because this was a very high conviction bet for me. I think when it comes to GPU cloud computing, this is something that is worth tens of trillions of dollars. For the crypto space to have this advantage, to launch right now before the full-blown bull cycle happens, it is just crazy. And the fact that this is happening during a time where a lot of these altcoins just aren't doing well is even crazier to me. So with this being said, if you bought a checker node, because I know a lot of people in my audience went ahead and bought one of these things, here is where I am running my checker nodes. You can run them wherever you want. If you want ease of access, I'm not someone that really likes complicating things. If you have a decent amount of these checker nodes, then I am doing it on Eastflow. They are an official partner of Aether. They're a partner of 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐴, and they're providing nodes as a service providers. They're just doing all the work for you. They're making it very simple for you. All you've got to do is launch the application. I'm actually going to be providing a link in the description, so you don't even need to go and find the website. I'm going to make it as easy as possible for everybody that wants to get in there. I also convinced them, and people usually give like 5% discount codes. I convinced them to give me 10%. I know it's not a crazy amount, but hopefully for you all in the comments section, it is enough to go ahead and make it as affordable as possible for you all without really sacrificing the infrastructure itself. So you go into Eastflow, very simple. You just click add a node, buy the node, and then connect your wallet. Once you connect your wallet, it's going to already have your licenses there. It's going to already show up with your licenses. So this is, from what I've seen at least, the easiest way of doing about it. You don't even need to go on the website and delegate. You could do it all from Eastflow, which I thought was pretty awesome. And so that's why I chose to do it with them, right? Just very simple stuff. So I'll leave the link in the description there. Let's get back into Aether right here. So what do I think is going to happen in the future for Aether? Because I know we've just had our launch. You've just gotten your airdrop, which, by the way, if you got, if you got that airdrop, I ate. It was a good airdrop. It was a couple $1,000s. It was pretty nice. And this airdrop came from just owning a bunch of checker nodes, pretty much, right? And also a bunch of different communities in the crypto space got access to this airdrop. What would I do with this airdrop? I'm going to be fully transparent here. I've sold the airdrop already. I'm someone that I understand that if I held it, that there may be more rewards in the future for it. But if I'm already investing so much money into, the edge and the checker nodes and the many other things that are, let's be honest, going to take quite some time to get tokens, and they're going to be giving me tokens for a very long time. If I get a 100% airdrop at the token launch price, when the fully diluted valuation is $2.8 billion right now, I am going to be taking profit on that. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So if you're asking me what I'm doing with that, I've taken profit with all of my airdrop tokens. And now I'm in the current state where I am ready to begin running my checker nodes, and I'm ready to begin, running this Aether Edge, which hopefully, come the 20th or later this month, we are able to go ahead and do. And this is even a bigger portion of the supply is going to these things. I actually think that they're having a sale tomorrow for the rest of these. I'm not certain. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they might actually have a sale for this. So go JM if you actually go ahead and grab one of these things, because it's going to be hard to grab them at this point, but you might as well give it a try. If you got a bot or something that can get you a little bit faster, that's great. So what am I going to be doing with my tokens when I get them, right? When I get my checker node tokens, when I get that ton of supply that I've invested a ton of money into, am I instantly going to floor it every month? And the answer is it's mixed. So leading into the latter end of this year, I'm expecting some pretty big centralized exchange listings from Aether, considering the fact that they just haven't been listed on a lot of these centralized exchanges. I think that AI, GPU, cloud computing, like I've said before, it's going to be an enormous narrative. A lot of people are interested in this kind of stuff. So I am expecting really good things from Aether, but I also am very self-aware. I am self-aware about the fact that there's only 9% of the supply out there, and that nodes are going to dilute this heavily. There is going to be a lot more of that fully diluted market cap actually in the markets by the end of this year. So that is something you should be aware of. I'm not going to be holding my Aether tokens for the next 14 years. I'm not that kind of person, and I've never been that kind of person. I've never been one to tell people, hey, you should be holding these tokens for the rest of eternity. That's not what you should be doing when it comes to these. These tokens will go down eventually. Aether, I don't know, like it's cloud computing, but hey, you've got to treat them all the same no matter what niche it is, right? And so I am planning on taking profit sometime near the end of this year. When we come around like that November election cycle, I am likely going to take profit on whatever I have on my checker node tokens. And then ideally, I will have paid off all of my investment into these checker nodes and this Aether Edge. And then I will likely just kind of hold for the rest of the cycle and just aggressively take profit into the end of it. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff. So what kind of market caps am I looking for? I mean, I'm looking for over $1 billion, just straight up market cap. I don't think it's going to happen today or tomorrow or the day after. I think if you're getting into the Aether token, that you would likely just be better off trying to get into, one of these Aether edges instead of trying to buy you know, the actual token right now, when a bunch of people have just been airdropped this token. They're likely to take profit on it and a lot of things. But guess what, guys? If you got into this, if you watched the videos, if you saw the alpha, then you're eating. You're eating really good. And it's really been an honor to be a part of this journey with a lot of you guys that have gotten this node alongside me. Hopefully this becomes like the next gala, like exactly what we commented. Hopefully it doesn't end the same way, but starting the same way, that sure as hell is what's happening right now. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Till the next time, stay classy, and that's all.